Hey everybody, this is my current household. This is my Zombie Apocalypse challenge that I did ages ago, and there should be pictures of, said family, beforehand, you just see. And as you can see, this is Roger May, and he's an old man now. He is 82 days old. And he's athletic, disciplined, friendly, thin thumb, and brave. And this is his darling wife, Alice May. Come here, Alice, let's get a good shot of you. And she is lucky, good, family-oriented, gatherer, and brave. She's 80 days old. Now the story, and these are all their children, because as you can see, she wanted 5 children, and she's succeeded in her wish. So basically the story between these two, so Roger and Alice originally lived in Bridgeport. They lived in and Roger's parents were rather wealthy and rich. His father was a wealthy businessman. His mother, was more of a homebody. She was actually a little bit Japanese. And so a lot of their kids, but his dad was Irish. But so a lot of their kids have a mixture between Irish and Japanese names. Because Alice has also come from an Irish family as well. But yeah, they lived in Bridgeport, which is clearly not in Ireland. I like to think of them Australian, but probably not. Anyway, so Roger has always wanted to be a gardener, but he's always wanted to be a farmer, I should say. But his dad's always pushed him into trying to become a businessman like him. And Roger was, he wasn't really that into it, and he's a little, even though he doesn't have the trait for rebellious, he is, in his own way, rebellious. But he's stopped becoming, since the zombie apocalypse came, he stopped being rebellious, but when he was younger, he was a rebellious child, and he did not want to do anything his parents wanted from him. His mum was very proper, and so always telling how his desire to be a farmer is pretty improper, and always telling him off about that, Yeah, both of his parents were like that. And he had a brother who, he had a pretty decent sized family. He had a brother and had a sister. Both of them he lost contact with ages ago because they were very much on their parents' side with things. Roger was the middle child. He felt a little bit out of everything. He just was not feeling that great about it. Anyway, I made this story 8 years ago, so I might have difficult stumbling over things as I try and remember it. And I haven't played this family in a while, and I felt like playing with them because I do want to finish this challenge. And I think I'm going to do something for you guys, but I was going to introduce you to my family first. Yeah. So, at the moment, his garden. This house is rather big, but it wasn't that big when they first had it. It literally was this. This was what it was. It was a toilet. I gave them a sink. You're not supposed to give them a sink. I also gave them a bathtub because I didn't think, I also gave them this because you're gonna bath yourself. Like, you're not gonna stay stinky the whole time, and you're supposed to basically stay stinky until you reach the top of your medical career, which is the last thing to do, which is basically you finish the challenge. And like, I didn't want to have smelly Sims the whole time because that was gonna drive me nuts. So I did not do that. I decided to give them, and also because they had dishes building up, so I gave them a sink as well because I could just, and I tried to make it the Dragon Valley ones where it looks sort of like they poured the water in there and then they used the water, so they boiled it and put it in there in the tub, and and the toilet, trying to make it, where it's like looks like it's just a hole. Like, you're supposed to only give them a toilet. But with this round of Sims with one bathroom, it's pretty crazy. Yeah. So I did not give them any more than that. But yeah, they basically started with that, and they had all these bunk beds in this area, and they didn't, and I now in the military, so they have these two, because you can give them two thingy-mabobbies. Yes, they have a stove, and they can have two electronic items. Yes, they have a stove, but I'm saying the stove is gas. They also gave them one gas item because I wanted to. This is battery powered. You could give them something that was battery powered, and this looks like it's battery powered as well. So like when you first start, like you only give them stuff that looks like it's battery powered, and you can give them lights as long as they look like candles, which they do. And so all the lights in this are candles, and yeah, and they didn't originally. You're not really supposed to start them off. You're not really supposed to grab animals from the thing, but I decided in the middle of it that I really wanted an animal. I really wanted a dog, and yeah, so I got a dog because I decided afterwards, even though it's technically against the rules, but I'm playing for my own enjoyment, and if I'm not enjoying it, I'm not going to play it. So I bet you know, I'm breaking the rules because I broke the rules because to play how I wanted to, because I want to enjoy it, and they say you can change some of the rules for your own enjoyment. Like, it doesn't have to be specifically how they said it. Like, if you really wanted to give them a bathtub, you could. But they had those recommendations. So then Alice, she came from a very poor household. Her mother was Irish. She doesn't know who her father was. Her mother came over to Bridgeport when she was quite young, pregnant with Alice. Her father's actually Irish as well. Yeah, she's come over, and basically, Alice has been trying to like survive for pretty much her whole life. Like, there wasn't food on the table, everything like that. Her mum often brought strange men over to her house, and only recently has Alice sort of realized that some of these men weren't like just, romantic interests of her mother, or, boyfriend of her mother. They, you know, so she has come to realize this. She sort of was thinking, oh, my mom has all these boyfriends, but only later she realizes that this is the case. And Roger and Alice actually met at a protest at the city hall, in Bridgeport, and they met during the protest, and just instantly fell in love. And when she got to meet his family, they really didn't like her because she was, she wasn't proper, she wasn't, from a wealthy family, she was poor, and, thought she was just out to gold dig from him and everything like that. You're saying she was a gold digger. And, well, Roger didn't really appreciate how her family was treating her. And her mother was supportive of the relationship, but her mother was a bit, out of it in a lot of ways because, and, wasn't entirely together. So basically, Alice and Roger decided to run away to Twinbrook, which you can see I have removed a lot of the houses and everything like that, because that's what they say, to remove like everything except for the buildings you need. And we don't need the city hall, but I decided to keep it. But I kept those two because, you would be scavenging in the, scavenging in the houses and stuff. Yeah, I sort of, a lot of those rules are twisted because it doesn't really make sense, And I have two bookshops because I couldn't get into that one. It kept kicking me out, and so I put another one to try and see if I could get in there. And yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the pet shop. Yeah, so you have the criminal. So at the moment, Alice is actually in the military. Because it's supposed to be when the youngest reaches adult, but I did it for the oldest because I was getting bored with them just being at home. So when Hannah came, I'll show you. When Hannah came, out popped when Hannah became an adult, Yummy May came down to. She was not that job career beforehand. Yeah, Yummy May. She was actually married to him, and then, oh yeah, because she died. Yeah, I had to kill her because she wasn't family orientated and she had a child. But Alice May had so much charisma that she was able to bring Yummy May back to life. But, she had to be kicked out of the house because they didn't have the master control mod at the time. And at the moment, she's not actually herself. She's actually a zombie, and Alice May is actually really regretting bringing her back to life. But she just wanted to see if she could defeat death and bring someone back to life to how they were. And unfortunately, she failed. So Yummy May was actually from the military. Like the aliens have come down to try and help, because this is kind of in the future. Aliens, we have communication with aliens. We often swap with trades and stuff like that. But then with there was this virus that caused people to become zombies and stuff like that. And so Yummy May came down because they realized what the issue was, and they came once it finally cleared a little bit. Came down and they started up the military and everything like that. She was just what is he? Who's in the lowest? I can't remember what it is. Oh, she's in school. Yeah, she was bigger than that. She's a squad leader. Okay. I don't know. But yeah. She was the third one in the military career. What's that one? And yeah, so anyway, she came down, check on them, and basically, um, Connor just fell madly in love with her. She's much older than he is. She was an adult. She was, older than his parents, like by 2 days. But he just was really in love with her, couldn't help himself be in love with someone that's older than him, and they're still classed as engaged, I think. Oh no, they're not. I thought they were engaged. Oh yeah, see, they're engaged. They're the fiance. But she had to die, and she was really hard to kill off, people, because apparently aliens can't die from meteorites hitting them. And I had the meteorite hit her like 3 times, and then I tried to starve her to death, and she just wouldn't starve to death, and she wouldn't drown on me. Like, I ended up having to test and treats and just move her hunger right down. She wouldn't die. Yeah, so she died from birth complications, and then Alice brought her back. Yeah, they came down and like going, okay, we need as much help as possible to try and defeat these zombies and try and add order back to where it was and everything like that. And yeah, so Roger became an actual gardener at that point. He's offering all the fruits and vegetables to the military. So he's offering all like fruits and vegetables to the military to try and help with the cause, everything like that, because he's the only one that's been able to grow food and everything like that. While Alice has decided to help with the military cause and join in. And this is Hannah. This is their first child. Now she's 2 days off from being an adult. She's disciplined. She's a night owl. She's family orientated. She's a genius. She loves the cold. And her dream is to be an astronaut. It has always, she's always had the dream to try and, rid the zombies and everything like that. She's a very strong woman. And this is her son, Kevin. Now, this was the only male in the whole of the military, because you're only supposed to have a relationship with the military people. And as you can see, he's in a relationship with Robin. And yeah, it was a random family put down, gave them Robin. And so she's like, she's actually a lesbian. She's actually more into women than she's into Dave. She's not really that into Dave. She just wanted a child, and he was getting old. So she had a child with Dave. And she's not feeling that great that they were in a relationship and everything like that. But, she wanted to have a child before, the only man that is available there is to have a child. There was. Before the only man that was available died. So this is Connor May. He's brave, he's handy, he's a genius, he's good, and he's athletic. Okay, remember there's gotta be there's good traits and bad traits for survival, and you have to have at least 2 good traits and stuff, and that's usually like brave and athletic, and I think handy is also a good one. Oh, a genius is a good one as well. And he's also wants to be an astronaut, so he's shared the same dream as Hannah to become an astronaut. And he has 8 days to age up. He's the second oldest. And as you've seen, this is his daughter, Helena. Yeah, Helena May. Who is absolutely freaking adorable. All this family is freaking adorable. Like, she's just so cute. There she is. She got a little futuristic outfit, so I pictured her mum dressing her like that. Okay, and this is Kevin. There he is. He's so cute. In what a little suitable outfit. I think they're in their PJs at the moment. So this is a little nursery area. Oh yeah, like, I decided to build on their house because their little tiny shack was really irritating me. And I'm like, they're getting all this money from the military, and I see that the military would allow them to build out a bigger shelter so that more people could fit in there and everything like that, you know, and for them to be able to build the skills and stuff like that. But I don't think you technically are allowed to in the rules, like, once it's supposed to stay. But, you know, my enjoyment, I was getting really annoyed with the house. It was pissing me right off. You're not supposed to make the move, and you're not really supposed to build, but I haven't made the move, so I kept that, and I kept to like the lot type size, and this is their beautiful lake, and they often go fishing together at their lake. And that lake's gotten a little bit smaller over time. It used to be a lot bigger. So this is this third child, Makito May, and he is a supernatural fan, a cat person, easily pressed, light sleeper, and a computer whiz. I didn't get to choose a lot of his traits, and he wants to be a tinkerer. So he wants to make sure everything's up to scratch and everything like that. He wants to make sure the house is a good base to be at. And he actually graduated from the military because and Makio actually went there for a bit, but then he left because when Hannah was in the military at that point, so I thought sending them to the boarding school would be okay because it's a military boarding school, and I like them to have like an actual degree. Okay, so this is Alana, and now she has two traits that are not good traits, and you either are supposed to kill them when they reach an adult or a certain age, but I've decided she is not allowed to leave the house ever. If she ever leaves the house, like everybody else can leave the house if they want. Oh, except for Aki. Aki can't leave. Everybody else can leave, except for Aki and Alena. But she is not allowed to leave. Because I didn't want to kill her because I really like her. I also really like Aki. Aki's my favorite. Picking favorites. Anyway, she's gonna be an adult in 2 days. Now she's a couch potato, she's neat, she's family orientated, and she's a heavy sleeper. And I was thinking like she would be she's keeping the house clean. She wants to be a residence, sim. And so she wants to, yeah, she's just gonna keep the house clean, build up her skills, and that is basically her. She's gonna, make sure everybody's looked after. And anytime there is a man that comes over or something like that, she goes a bit crazy because, she doesn't get to go out and see people. They won't let her out. And so every time she sees somebody, she just starts flirting like crazy. I'm like, please, I want, I want someone to like me, someone to love me, and everything like that. And this is Aki, and she's just had her birthday. Like, she's just aged up. She loves to swim. She's clumsy. She's a genius, and she's computer whiz. And I, oh, I think even if you have one bad trait, which is clumsy, yeah, her bad traits were couch potato and heavy sleeper. You're supposed to kill them, but I really, gosh damn love Aki. She's just, amazing. And she wants to be a renowned surgeon. She's planning to build her skills and stay alive for basically, she's gonna try and find a potion to keep her young, or make her young again. So when it comes to becoming, she'll become a world-renowned surgeon when it comes to the time, because she wants to find a cure. That's what she really wants to do. So she's going to keep herself alive. That is her plan. She's gonna survive, and but she's stuck in this house. And these are our puppy. This is our doggy. This is Roxy. And I don't think I picked Roxy's name. She's non-destructive, hyper, playful, a genius, friendly, and a hunter. Some of these were actually trained to her. But when she aged up to, some of them was when she was a puppy, and then as she got older, they decided not to. And she's got 2 days until she's an elder. So I wanted to have a puppy beforehand. And this adorable little puppy, is so adorable. Yeah, Roxy's a mix between a pug and a Labrador. So you can see that her puppy looks more like a little pug, which is freaking adorable. Look, he looks like a little pug, except for his nose is in the black. So, gosh darn adorable. Is Austin. He's a little boy dog. And he's gonna be an adult soon. And this is Shadow. Shadow May. This is the other animal that they have collected. And he's got 16. He's non-destructive, he's playful, he's adventurous, he's neat, he's a genius, and he's proud. They got him when he was a kitten. And yeah, got little puppies. And I just randomly picked a dog from the neighborhood, and because I had mouse control and I didn't know what pollinate was, and yeah, I soon found out what that was, and so I got my doggy Roxanne pregnant, and I had to use the pollinate to get Hannah and have Connor get pregnant as well. Oh yeah, he really loves Connor. Best friends forever with Connor. because he was a puppy around when Connor was a child, so they spent all the time together. And he's pretty good friends with everybody except for, because he's more of a cat person. I got him a cat because he wanted a cat. And see, they're nice, good friends there. But I haven't got them much further. So that is my little current household. And so basically, so the first generation, they're stuck in the house. And then the next generation, which I'm currently doing, they join the military. And then crime kind of sets in, so then they have to join the criminal career. And yeah, and then you have to like make it so you get robbed every night until you reach level 5 of the criminal career, or take something away. Either way. And then after the criminal career, you join the science career as they try and look for a cure. I can't remember what it was. And then finally and last, you join the medical career to find the cure for being a zombie. And I don't know when I will probably update what's going on with these guys. But I'll probably only do it with really pictures unless there's a whole new generation and you can see who they are, how they're going. My little granddaughter, little grandson. And she really wants to have some grandchildren. But I don't know if you're gonna be alive for that time. Yeah, there we go. And I won't actually. I know some people like do a little play with it with the current households, but this game's slow enough as it is. I don't know why I had to go around and kill a bunch of people. Yeah, to make it work. Oh yeah, I'll show you. So I originally removed all the houses and then I decided to try and build houses to go into it. So I'll show you some of the houses from the outside because there's currently people living there. So I know it's not like the best because it's kind of boxy and not just one big giant box. But it's got little horse stuff, so I thought that'd be like, travel around and do horsey things. But yeah, so you can sort of see the outlay of the house this way. That's a bathroom. This is like the living area kind of area. There is like horses in the walls. Oh, that's like the entrance, I believe. That's the kitchen. And this is a bedroom. And this is a bedroom. And this is the eating area, dining room, and this is a bedroom. And yeah. So if you look, can be peepers in the house. Peepees into the house. And it's kind of a nice looking house because kind of like what they thought. And their horses are like all grown up, and you're stuck, horsey. Is this our neighbors? Ah, did they have a child? Oh no! Oh my god, this is the Long family? Did the Long family moved in there? Or are they saying hello? Are they visiting? The Long family's like the family I made for generations, ages ago. Yeah, and I had them saved, and I put them into this neighborhood, and I was like, and this is another house I built. It's got a little bit more shape to it, but doesn't seem to be appearing to load. So this is their little study. These are like the plants from the world, and it's kind of annoying. And this is like a bar and their workout area, because you need a bar in your workout area, people. Gosh. Yeah. Oh, who's this? Who are you? No, they weren't having children. Nobody was having children. It was really bugging me, so I had to add children to the neighborhood. Nobody was having children. Even people that were family oriented, they just weren't having children. And it's like, is it because there's no school? Is that why you're not having children? That's a little living area, though you can't really see it. I think this was done with the blueprints, a whole bunch of blueprints. And then I edited it and stuff and made it more fitting. And this has I made sure that they all had two different doors, like a back door and a front door, as a form of escape, because if you need somewhere to be able to escape, because if you've got zombies at one door, then how are you going to get out? You're going to climb on the roof or something? You need another door. You need a second door. And this is a bedroom. I think it's the mouse bedroom. And like, see, they all have fences around them, and it's got nice play area for the kitties. See, I made one that was kid friendly. Tried to make all of them kid friendly. That's the little nursery. Oh, and another little nursery. That was the boys' one, I think, and this is the girls. Over here. Have we not met the people over here? They must not work with us. This is another house I built. I'm actually really like this house. I spent ages on it. It's really small and kind of cramped, but it's really nice house here. Got the kitchen, galley kitchen leads straight to the little tiny dining room. And then it's like a little living room as you enter kind of thing. And another door and steps down the hill right to this gate. And there's a bathroom. I actually have pictures of this house because I really liked it. And another one of the bedrooms. And here is the other one. This is the master bedroom. Who are you? Okay. Hey, you have glowing eyes. Are you like a werewolf or a vampire? You're very dark skin. And I'm guessing you're a werewolf by how dark your skin is. And this is another house I built. Holy. This guy in there because he's in the military. This is the little living area. It leads into the kitchen over there. You can see over there. And this is just done with what's it called? Stuff. Another little, that's the kitchen. Oh, that's, yeah, in this kitchen. Yeah, that's the living area. Feels such a creeper just like looking through the window. And that's the bathroom. I like I think that's the only bedroom. I think it's just a one bedroom place. I don't know. Oh, that's just the back door. Yeah. I don't think I put that there. I don't know. Doesn't seem like something I'd do. And as you can see, they have a gate down here to escape from the zombies. Though the door is pretty close to this door, so you know, they might have to climb out a window. And this house, which is that Dave Daniels, and so we have the bug beds. They have a dog like we do. I actually stole their puppies because they had puppies. I stole it. I stole it. And yeah, this is a little nursery, and you know, it's clearly just been renovated. And there's like straight into the kitchen with the puppy, and that is his girlfriend. Which was at one point kind of a sim version of me. And that is the only, that's the master bedroom, and this is a bathroom. It's a pretty small looking house, and they got stairs going down and door there, the hill to escape. Yeah. As you can see, I'm not really that great of a builder, but I was trying to do this to make more of a challenge, but I'm pretty proud of this house. This one looks the nicest out of all of them, I think. And yeah, so I like to build houses for all of these. And building houses on that is really difficult, and I'm not that much of a builder. Yeah. Oh, is that where our time portal came out? Good to know. Yeah, I just don't know. Time portals here. Yeah. Everybody's in their underwear because we just had a birthday party for Aki.